No. Okay, I think we're ready to get started. Let's do this. Almost ready. There we go. Can we check my audio real quick? Sushi, off. All right. Cool. What is up, everybody? This is RANSE, aka Darth Lugia, and we're jumping into episode of RANSE Reacts. So we are going to be watching the combat cast for Mortal Kombat 1. Going to be checking out the Tekken 8 trailer. That was the closest thing we've had to like a launch trailer. It's not the official launch trailer, but it revealed a release date, which is huge. That's probably the biggest news from that trailer. It also revealed like a ton of new characters that people hadn't got the chance to play yet or even know for sure we're going to be in the game. And also told us how many people are going to be in the final roster, which is really exciting as well. But to start us off, I've been dying to watch the combat cast. I wanted to wait so that way I could actually like react to it and give my opinions on it in real time. I've already watched the trailer that we're going to start with, but the trailer is a good starting point because it revealed a number of new characters and new cameos that we get to play in the game. So they're going to actually lead off with that in the combat cast. Then they're going to go into some gameplay for, to my understanding, General Shao, aka Shao Kahn. That's what you probably know him as. Sindel and Rain, which is exciting because I've yet to see almost anything of Rain. So let's go ahead and jump in.
Here we go. It's the Queen's Court.
Awesome. Audio should be okay.
Be both alien and intoxicated to Earthrealmers. While our realms are at peace.
So you guys have probably seen this a few times. I've watched it like 4 or 5 times.
General Shao,
victor of the Tavarian War.
Yeah, look at this guy.
Of the Quatan Plains.
Looks so sick.
Outworld is grateful for his service.
So huge changes. Shao, he's no longer Shao Kahn. He's not the ruler of Outworld. He's called General Shao.
Consign us to endless war.
Better that than be Liu Kang's lapdog.
Did not your illustrious father teach you that war is the last resort? Do not forget
Love that.
General.
And then we have Sindel. So it's interesting because in MK11 they made Sindel and Shao Kahn be, you know, married. They made them be like allies completely. And now, you know, General Shao is definitely working for Sindel, but they have different opinions on how to rule our world, right? What to do. However, I have a feeling that Sindel is not as good as she would like you to believe she is.
Empress Sindel,
Let us meet your champion.
Earthrealm's champion.
Her voice is
raising, Your Majesty.
too bad. Too good, too bad.
Is it me? Or is Earthrealm's champion scrawnier than usual?
He has earned his place by embodying the very best qualities of Earthrealm's people. I am
Yeah, we
ready,
got
Your
very
Majesty.
little rating
Whom shall I
gameplay.
face?
This back throw, look at this back throw. Bam. Lands like on the ground. Ah, I love that animation.
Destroy your champion, Liu Kang. He will taste no victory.
Took me a while to get used to Shao's horns. I like him though now. So when he drops his hammer, he has a completely different moveset. They're going to talk about that in the Combat Cast, I'm sure. But I love that. Love the idea behind that that choice. So we have Shujinko as an assist. We saw Motaro or Kintaro. I think it was Motaro before. That was 4 normals into a special cancelable like action. That's nuts. This assist is stupid, man. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so because of this, Sindel is not gonna be, you know, all like, oh, peace is what we want, yada yada. Nah, Sindel's a baddie. They're gonna prove it. Content warning, especially if you are male. Ah. That would hurt for anybody, I guess.
Finish him.
Also, content warning, if you're a human. Who's your queen? Oof. Nasty. Yeah, listen to her laugh, listen to her voice. Come on, she's evil as hell. So, her and Shao might not be as buddy-buddy. But it doesn't mean they're good and evil.
That's awesome.
There definitely is something else going on there.
I've been waiting for this one to come out because of a certain character.
Same here. Probably not the same character.
I like them all, but I'll let you start.
Yeah, I mean, Sindel, one of my all-time favorite MK characters. Super stoked she's back. Also, though, Motaro, my favorite sub-boss. I will take him over any Shokan any day.
Okay. I'm General Shao. I've been super excited since I knew. that
They're
he
calling
was
him General
in the
Shao
game.
too, not Shao Kahn.
Fights a little differently this time around, but
Yes.
it's definitely a character that's like up my alley and something that I really enjoy. So I mean, you know, the bigs.
Of
Very
course.
excited to show him off. Hope you all enjoyed the trailer. And today we're going to go through some of those characters.
Yeah, and also, just don't want to forget, Shujinko.
Yes.
If we're bringing back some of these 3D era characters, you got to have the Deception protagonist.
Yep. And we will not be showing him a lot today though.
Right.
But soon.
Yeah,
And
just
then-
a little hint of them.
Yeah, very excited.
Got an echo, hold up.
I think we should talk about Sindel real quickly.
I think we should start with the Queen.
So, before we get into the gameplay, let's discuss who would play Sindel. What's her game plan? How does she work?
Well, Sindel from the very beginning, all the way back in MK3, and then you saw in 9 and the last game, has been kind of a space control, zoning character, but then these little dashes of swag with her flight cancels and some of her more interesting moves and stuff like that. So there's a little bit of kind of, you know, basic keep out stuff, but then there's when you get in, when you get your game going, she has some really cool combos and setups. And
Sorry about
stuff
that
like
echo,
So
guys.
she appeals to
My bad.
someone like me, who's more straightforward, but then like kind of the technical people really, really like her too. She also is just She's the queen. She's cool.
And she does have some mechanics we'll show near the end of the breakdown that are kind of different. Something we've not done before.
Yeah, why is that getting picked
She has
up?
some exciting new stuff we'll show at the end of this breakdown that
That's figured out
literally
later.
wouldn't have been possible before the cameo system.
Let's take a look at the queen.
All right, so let's start with
Okay,
some
Sindel
basics.
first. Cool.
Two cool things about her in this game is she has these cool VFX, like this purple energy, and then the use of her hair.
Regal purple. The
Absolutely.
Queen.
She has really good range, as you'd imagine someone with magical long hair. And there's a couple
That
of
is
rules I
like
really
the
wanted to
quickest
talk about.
back throw
First is forward
out of any
four,
character.
which kind of takes out of the page of
Yo,
last
she's got
game.
Serena as the
and
assist.
it's like
That's
kind
cool.
of her main mid-range tool you want to get in, use to get in.
And that's a mid, right?
Yes. And it's pretty quick, but it has a really neat new follow-up. She jumps into the air. It's a low combo starter. And she can actually control how far she goes. She can do the close version
Oh.
and actually land right in front of them. Far version. Or she could just
Well, it's
do
like
it
a
by itself,
launcher. That's
go in
sick.
for a throw. Go
That's a
for-
wrap.
Thank you. Go for this cool low. Or one of her block strings. Another normals is back two, which leads into an overhead, and she can combo into it, or you can do back two by itself and actually be airborne. Let's go over her special moves. We'll start with the classic, the scream, the
Fancy
iconic,
scream, yeah.
quintessential Sindel move. It's still one of her best combo starters. It
was
stuns. They can't hear
meterless.
anything for a while. She's gonna get a free hit. You can kind of do it at mid-range if you think you caught them sleeping, not blocking. Like I said, it's great to hit confirm. It's
With
just
punish.
Yeah,
Exactly.
dude,
I just
Scream's
throw it out
meterless. What
all
the
the
hell?
time.
all the time. Then let's go over fireballs,
Cosine's
which are
gone
always
now.
one of the most
Yeah.
important kind
No,
of
thank you,
key
Lassie.
things about her offense. She has
Think
high
we
hairball,
got it.
low hairball.
Which is in the moves list.
Yes, that's canonical. Hairball. And then air hairball. New to this game is it's a straight, very quick fireball. It is not the downward arc it has previously done. You can do it really low to the ground and it's quick, and I think it's pretty effective. Look at that, I still got it.
That's really good.
Her EX
Instant
versions have
fireballs
some
were always
interesting properties.
super strong, especially in Mortal Kombat
So-
games.
Straight one, oops, the straight one will actually eat up fireballs.
Eat up
So
fireballs.
if you use a barometer or zoning war, you'll actually
Okay.
beat out their projectile.
Swear they're different.
And the low ones are really neat. So she adds that little hair whip at the beginning, and
Oh.
up close, actually a hit
Oh,
that will
okay.
pop them up. Which means in the corner, you can do cool stuff.
Ah, okay. I want to see this.
Get a combo. Oh my gosh. There we go.
Yo, it restands
Maybe I don't still have
meterless.
it.
Oh, that's so good.
I think you should.
Oh, that's
Thank
so
you.
powerful.
So it kind of, it's neat.
I thought
It
she,
turns
because in
your zoning
MK11
tool
she had to
up
like
close
get it
into an
fully
actual
charged, get the
offensive
full
tool.
restand,
Two
or
different ways you
EX
can
it
use it.
sometimes
Exactly.
for like the counter hit.
You can also use
Sorry,
that
the-
with your
I guess
mix-ups,
it was a
which
crushing
gets
blow.
to the next tool.
It's a meterless
cartwheel,
restand
the
combo
overhead,
extender. That's stupid.
Straight from MK9.
Not even Johnny Cage has
EX
that.
it has armor. It's really good up close.
Unless you use
it's
a
great as a wake-up
assist. As soon as
attack.
she doesn't need to use
You
it.
can use it after a move like this.
That's wild.
Mix it up with the low, her sweep, and a really fun down three. Look at that.
So, like for me, when I
That's
play against you, you
incredibly
really have to be paying
far, wow.
attention because one of the moves
that's
has the mid, the other is.
Tanel's a good
overhead.
character.
Exactly.
I think she's
Different.
very
You have
cool.
to- You can't be on autopilot.
Right. And then
like-
lastly, she has the classic levitate.
Your stream timing is perfect. Just finished up my
So in the
work
air,
list for the week.
you drop straight
Yo,
down.
congrats, bro.
So
Happy.
like for example,
After that, you're able
trying
to
zone,
jump in
you
and
can stand
join.
low fireballs to go under your hair.
Have you watched the combat cast yet,
Not
last
very
week?
effective to do low fireball when you're literally not.
Yeah,
touching the
this
ground.
float stance is
She can also
nuts.
cancel it, and she can do fun cancels. Like for example, she can do the back two, the airborne, go into flight, and if
Yo,
you
the
EX it,
cancels,
it's actually significantly faster.
Oh, meter bridge
And she
makes
has
it
some
faster.
true
That's
block
cool.
strings that they won't be able to interrupt.
Got it.
So she had
Now let's talk
light
about
cancel stuff
how
in MK11 as
This
well, and
can
it was so
play
fun.
into
Like, you could
The
send
cameo.
out a
I have
ghost ahead of you,
chosen-
hit him,
Oops,
and then
set it to
teleport to
all.
the ghost,
I
and then
have
do a
chosen
combo. And then you could
Serena,
loop
who
that
we
a
got a
couple
little
times.
taste of in the last trailer,
Really
but now
good.
we're
I
actually
never
going
got
to
the
show her
timing down.
moves. So her first
Phenomenally.
attack is the blade. It's a
Oh,
very
Serena.
quick projectile. You can see the cooldown is pretty quick.
Well, Serena's the chick who turned into like the devil
Then
chick.
she also has Kia's blades. She goes full demon, throws multiple, they come back, and this actually leads into combos, so you can do fun stuff. You can turn that into a full combo.
That did look.
Wow.
And she can really get up in the air.
Yes.
In a lot of ways.
In a
I
lot
mean,
of
yeah.
ways. She also has her demon up kick, which is a great wake-up attack. It's invincible. It's really quick. You can also use it as an anti-air. And then lastly, she has a fourth move. Every cameo has at least 3, and some might have more, so she's one of those. Jakata's Curse. She puts this rune on the ground, and while the opponent is standing in it, let's set it to default. Liu Kang's meter is being drained. Pretty quick.
Yeah,
you can
pretty
see.
fast.
Yeah. Now this is an ambush move.
Wow.
Which means you can do it while Sindel's doing other
Good.
actions. So
Oh,
for
that's
example,
any
while you
like
have a combo
resource
going, you
management
can
stuff
summon
for
her.
combat games is amazing.
Oh,
MK1,
there's a
she's
lot of
so
setups
freaking
there.
broken.
Yeah, so you can imagine you can use that in the corner, in the middle of your combo,
So you
have
can just
her
destroy
coming
with
out,
chip
drain
and
your
take away
meter,
all your
stuff
meter.
like that. She could even do nasty stuff like drain your meter so you can't break a combo
cool.
in the middle of your combo.
not
I haven't seen
gonna
any
like
of the
breakers,
She
MK1
does
stuff
not.
yet except the
Just-
trailer.
Let's
That's
maybe
a-
get
that's a
into
really
that
cool
little bit
assist.
more. So
The fact that
let's go
Serena
back to what we
has
said earlier.
4
Sindel
fireballs
has
as
a
well
couple of
as
moves
that
using the
like
cameo
rune,
system.
that seems very powerful.
So, Sindel in the lore, she's the queen. She has this
Very, very
commanding presence. She has, what the kids would say is riz.
Oh, they would say that.
Thank you. And
They say that
she
she
can
has
use that to
riz?
actually.
I mean, yes,
So
100% she
let's
does.
go back to what we said earlier. Sindel has a couple of moves using the cameo system. So, Sindel in the lore, she's the queen. She has this commanding presence. She has, what the kids would say is riz.
Oh, they would say that.
Thank you.
That's fair.
And, she could use that to actually command her cameo and maybe more. So let's start with this buff move. Once you activate it, while it's active, cooldown, it will be significantly faster for
Yo,
your
look how
cameo.
fast Serena's
So you can see
barking is
normally,
back.
this move's already pretty quick. Once she has this active, it's even
Oh my
quicker,
God.
and Serena,
Oh my
she is
gosh.
recovering so fast her cooldown. She can
He's got a
basically do
unique
that,
cameo
like,
interaction.
almost indefinitely. So you can turn what normally would be kind of a limited use move into something that you can just use almost like any
That's
other
so
special
good.
move. Or some of the other ones, like Kia's blades, that have a pretty long cooldown.
Mm-hmm.
It's significantly faster when she has that active.
Let's see how much faster
Now
it
she's
is.
giving herself up there.
Correct.
There is some, yeah.
Correct. But once she gets going, her cameo use is substantially better. There's also an EX version with a really interesting twist.
EX
When
version.
she EX it, she's now commanding the opponent's cameo, and if the opponent tries to break,
No. What?
they will be stunned.
No.
It'll reset instead.
What? She's got counter breaker crap? Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. So let's think about this. Okay. So let's say you get him in a combo and you go for your restand scream attack. And then probably you can call out an assist, go for your EX, serve your queen, right? If you go for that, you might get out of it just in time to where they're still blocking their assist, or maybe even get a hit by the assist. And then you can either continue your combo or start your block string pressure. Even if people realize you have that up, that means that they cannot break for fear of getting relaunched for a combo. That's exactly all that means. Or if they attempt to break, I'm assuming they get hit by a ton more damage. So let's just watch the animation again. They already made Sindel way more interesting than I thought she'd be. I always knew that she'd have really fun combos and really cool restand stuff, I thought, based on her MK11 version, which is a really cool character. And that she looked great. Obviously, she looks great. I'm glad that she's not like a super young character. You know, she's like an adult, actual woman, right? Who's like beating the crap out of you. Good stuff. Very good
When
stuff.
she EX it,
Animation is
she's now
sick,
commanding
too. I
the
love
opponent's
that.
cameo, and if the opponent tries to break,
Okay, so opponent will break here. They're gonna get relaunched.
they will be stunned, and you get a reset instead.
Reset
So let's
into
show
a new
that again.
combo.
I have the move active. The opponent goes for a breaker. You can see Sonya actually is like, gets the little head and, you know, oh my god, I'm confused. And your breaker is not just disabled. Once you get that stun, they popped up and Sindel gets a full reset.
Wow.
No breakers allowed.
Couple ways to avoid them. Seems
Yes.
like for
There's also another really interesting move I'd like to show.
Please. Please, I'm loving this, actually. This is really exciting.
So for this one, Sindel can take control of an opponent's cameo and stun them. So for example, I will call it out, and Sonya's actually dizzy.
yep.
what?
If Sindel is in the middle of doing this move, where she points, while the cameo's out, so you have to do it on a read, the cameo is stunned for this entire length of time and cannot be summoned.
Okay.
There's also an EX version. With this version, Sonya will leave the screen and I gain control of her.
No!
I actually get a free use of either of the cameo's moves of my choosing. So for example, I now have Square Wave. And that use of
you can
cameo,
pick any of them.
Correct.
Not just
Any
the one
of
they were
Sonya's
doing.
moves. Right.
Got it.
I have control over it for a pretty good amount of time, and it does not cost any kind of cooldown or anything. So you could actually do stuff like I could summon Sonya to start leg grab to go into a combo, and then go into Serena's demon like anti-air move to end the combo if I wanted. You could even use 3 cameo moves in one combo if you wanted to.
People are gonna have some fun in training mode on this one.
Yeah, it's really, really neat, and it's something that's gonna, you know, how effective and the way you use it's gonna change on what the opponent's cameo is.
That is so freaking cool.
Cool.
Yeah,
Do we want to do Fatal Blow? Is that
I
all?
think that's the best way we can finish, right?
Let's do it.
It's going to be very hard to pull that off, but some cameos are out there for forever, right? They have a ton of startups. Sony is actually one of the hardest.
Oh yeah, the
Crazy,
big hair is
super cool.
amazing.
Yeah, watch out, watch out. Oof.
You're not.
That is a nasty one.
Yeah, the leg pull. I feel that. Yeah,
It's
that's
definitely amongst the most brutal
Gross.
in the game, I think.
Gross.
pretty bad. Pretty
Good, but gross.
Good, bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. Cool. You want to move on to Rain?
I think so.
Again, as we were talking about Sindel, who plays Rain? What players play them?
I think Rain's always been kind of a flashy character that appeals to
Let's pause it real quick.
people that like to hit.
So, very cool. I definitely thought that they were going to make Sindel fun. I did not realize that they were going to make her the cameo character. That you either get to call out your cameos more than any other character, or you get to steal your opponent's cameos. That's an entire aspect of the game that right now I suck at using in like the betas. I did not use my cameos well. But if you have a better understanding of all the cameos in the game, you have a better Sindel because you get to know like which moves to use for the different cameos. That's a phenomenal mechanic. I think that is so fun. It's not going to be the easiest thing in the world to pull off to steal your opponent's cameos. But again, there's like Motaro with his like shield. Motaro's out there for forever. So you EX that thing, you have Motaro now. That is so good. Or even just not even EX it. Do it normally. So that way they cannot do any of their powerful assist attacks. Sindel is going to be a noob killer. Absolute noob killer because you're going to get hit by her assists over and over again. You're going to lose your own assists. You're going to try and combo break her because you don't realize what, what her stance is at first. She's going to destroy in the early game. That is so exciting. Seems very good high level too because assists are very powerful.
hit buttons.
Yeah.
Rain's, though, quite a bit different in this game. Rain has traditionally been a ninja. In this game, in Liu Kang's new era, he's been completely reimagined as a mage. He's the high mage in Sindel's court,
Oh.
and his moveset has substantially changed. There will be little hints and fun nods to the previous versions of Rain, like you'd expect,
Right.
but he's going to be one of the more radically altered characters, and I think it's an interesting new take. So,
And like we've done in the new era, like all the characters will have, they're still somewhat who you know. There's still stuff that's
Right.
going to bring you back
Right.
to them that you loved using when we were younger.
yes.
But they've definitely changed.
Yeah, he
So-
probably has like mostly new moves to go with his new role, like his new power set. It's pretty neat, so let's check it out.
Let's do it.
So you'll notice right off the bat, he has a new weapon, which is his wizard staff.
I love that.
And he uses it in most of his normal attacks. And he is definitely now much less of a physical fighter than he ever has been before. He is
Oh, I love
a very
the
powerful mage. and he
animations on
uses
that
it
move.
in most of his attacks. A couple normals I really wanted to talk about. Like you can see even his sweep. Instead of using his foot, he literally uses his water staff. This is definitely
I
the
love
coolest
the
move.
kick up,
It's-
the
it's
kick up.
so good.
It's so cool.
And you'll
He
notice
kicks
the water leaves the
ball.
top, gets in there, and then comes back to the top.
Right. I absolutely love it. So let's start off with a couple normals I really wanted to show. His forward 2, 1, 3 is this like really good range
Get off me
mid,
tool,
pretty
yeah.
quick.
Hit him with the
It's also
starter.
got forward 3, which is an overhead, into a double overhead. and he
Ooh,
gets a
like
pop-up.
Sub-Zero.
That'll be one of his most important, I think. One other
Yo,
normal I
into the
really wanted to
recombo.
show was a standing 4, which
His kick.
even though he's no longer a ninja, he still has tremendous leg strength.
Right.
So strong that he can actually kick you across the world. Now this is an interesting one because if you hold it, he gets a combo. And he can also cancel out of the hold to fake you out.
Okay.
Oh, that's fun. I like that.
There you go. See, I'm good. And let's check out his throw, which is a nice nod to the classic water bubble. He goes in with you and then you burst out.
That's fun. That's a good throw.
So you can see his normal attacks are very fresh and different. And I think the
So
water
his
effects
round the
are
world
awesome.
kick is just a
So you
normal
wanna
now.
go into his special
That's
moves?
interesting.
I think so.
So he has some really interesting zoning tools. I mean, some might even call him a premier zoner. And let's start with his straight projectile, which takes up a ton of real estate, is fairly quick, and has some interesting ways that you can change it. If you EX it, he gets a full knockdown. He can actually hold it down
I like
and get a
that.
stagger,
Oh,
and you can actually cancel out of this hold down. So you can mix up doing the move,
Time. Yeah.
doing different timings, doing the EX, or canceling out of it. Keep the opponent guessing. When you have a projectile
Canceling out
like
is
that,
so
it takes up a ton
strong.
of space. What's the one thing you know the opponent's going to try to do to beat it?
Jump.
Jump, and that's not going to be super effective because he has an anti-air version. And this has a very neat EX that actually allows him to pop up for combos.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's pretty cool. Again, it makes a full screen projectile become kind of an offensive
I
tool
love how
up
the
close.
water leaves his staff and then comes
Now,
back.
one thing would be,
That is so sick.
well, what happens if they're using projectiles against him? And he has the water bubble, where he surrounds himself in water, and any projectile is going to be negated. It'll actually
effects
just
look
be
so
destroyed
good
when
on
it hits
his
the water
move.
bubble. And this is something that he can set up, go behind,
Okay.
go in the middle of.
Works as a shield.
Exactly. But if you EX it, it surrounds him and travels with him.
That's cool.
Kind of walk them down.
Exactly. So then you can go in, do his lows, do his overhead, all that good stuff when he has the water shield on.
Gotcha.
It's hard to
Now,
see him
there's
as well.
other ways you can get in.
The little invisibility
He
thing.
could set these water portals, and he can set them anywhere he wants.
How many of them can
And
he
then he can actually warp through him. So you could do cool stuff like set one here, go in. When you want to get out, warp back to where you were. Or when you're in, you can set one, do some fun zoning, and then use this to get back in.
Okay.
He's teleporting to the. Okay,
And
there
then
you
you can go straight into combos, fun stuff
go. Look like you
that.
can choose which one you teleport to. Because
Now, once you've established that you're willing to teleport or throw out some of these fireballs, and the opponent's scared to move, you can start using the Whirlpool. And he has close, medium, and far. These will go on the ground, and if the opponent walks into it, they get popped up for combos.
yo, that's
I
that's
just grabbed
fun
the
crap.
top of his staff and
Yes,
throw it down.
it is
Really cool.
so cool looking.
That move is great looking.
Another
wow.
move he has is his Geyser. This is a pretty good advancing special he can 2 and 1 into, and if he EX it has armor. So it's a good wake-up attack, a good way to beat pressure, and I think it'll be one of his best combo enders. And then lastly, one more awesome full range move that kind of shows the full extent of his power.
Ooh.
So cool.
And this is a move that he
Yes.
can actually hold. Or cancel and just drop down. So you can do
That's
stuff
sick.
like you're doing
Oh
your,
my
your
gosh,
water ball,
cool.
and what's called a fireball, and it's literally the opposite of that. Go into this, fake out the opponent, immediately drop down. You can set up, you can do all kind of stuff. Set up
So sick.
portals, be doing
The
knife
portals
under
seem
God
mediocre
move,
to be
cancel
honest.
it,
What's
go
up,
through
what's
the
up,
portal,
Doug? Yo,
just
what's up,
all
Azure? How you
kind of
doing?
options full screen.
Yeah,
I
especially
think,
compared to like JP's portals.
he's going to be a really
Portals
interesting
don't
character
seem
to kind of freeze them up full screen to get him
cool
to
idea.
start
It
doing
looks
his
sick.
mix-ups.
The whirlpool seems really cool.
And speaking of the mix-ups, let's kind of show how he can use his cameo and go with that. I assigned him Striker because
Definitely,
I think a cop teaming with a wizard is the exact kind of thing you'd see in Mortal Kombat,
sure.
right? So the first thing I'll show with Striker is he has his grenade toss. Straight out of MK3, comes in, throws the double grenades. They can either go low or high. And you can imagine, these are ambush moves, which means they can come out while Rain is doing his attacks. So you can do stuff
Okay.
like you're doing your straight water beam while he's doing his grenades. They can also aid you in combos. So you can do stuff like
Oh, that's nice.
Got
Cool.
it.
Very simple.
Striker also has a set of baton moves. He's got Cop Bop, where he comes in and does an overhead, and the classic baton sweep from MK3. So these are lows and overheads. So,
Got
great
access
example.
to both of them.
Yes. So, one thing you could do, you got your overhead, the opponent's stand blocking all the time because they don't want to get popped up. What am I supposed to do? Sweep them. But you can also do this in a string. So in overhead, you can do overhead, low. Then they
It'd
get
be
used to
cool.
the timing. They're like,
It would be cool if
"Oh,
portals launch
I'm
you
one of these,
out like a
ninja killer or
cannonball. That would
Sonic
be
people
sick.
with good reflexes. I can.
That's
you
what
know,
makes
I can
JP
fuzzy
so
that.
strong.
Then you start doing
You
stuff
only
like
has to set up one to teleport to, and it tracks you very
Pop bop.
quickly. You know.
mix it up. So just from this,
Looks like the portals
50-50,
stay around
you
for
can
a
use
long time,
Striker
though,
to
so
have
that's
more
nice.
50-50s.
That's
It's
so
like
that,
They're around there.
that's how
for a
you beat
while.
Sonic Fox.
That's the key. That's
Got it.
all you have to do.
Got
And
it.
like a famous football player once said, it's more than a 50-50.
Got it.
Lastly, Striker has one more move, which I think is probably my favorite.
My favorite thing is he used a sports reference.
Well, sort of.
Half and half.
Striker comes from behind and handcuffs you.
No,
And this gives
Oh, that's
you
fun.
a reset. Then you get a bunch of advantage and you can go for a mix-up.
Okay.
So you get into your combo.
I love the
with
like
handcuff
police
move,
sirens when
Then
Striker
go
comes
in
out.
and
This is
continue
dope.
your offense. So like you
As
could start a
Striker
combo
should
with
be,
your
yeah.
overhead, go into the handcuffs, and then make them guess low.
Got it.
It's super
That's
fun.
really cool.
Yeah.
Should be a dumb character, and he definitely.
So I
is.
think
appreciate
that's Rain and Striker, and I maybe go into his Fatal Blow.
Let's take a look.
And I'll just
Ooh,
say
yes, yes,
Striker
yes.
is my favorite Fatal Blow.
Okay.
Yo. That's a good fiddle blow.
All right.
That's
that was
awesome.
Rain.
Yep.
Very exciting. People get their hands on Rain soon. That'll be awesome.
So real
He's
quick,
definitely
impressions on Rain. So design-wise, I think it's a very cool take. We have enough ninjas, you know, and he was a really, really cool, very fast assassin-like character in MK11. I love that interpretation of him. I love seeing the way that he was kind of brought to life. But since this is a whole rework, a reboot, and we already have so many other ninjas, making him like a mage character is very cool. I don't like projectile characters that much, and so unlikely that he's gonna be one that I play a lot. However, I'm a huge water and ice guy, and so like the animations on his moves are amazing. They look so freaking good. The whirlpool's a great attack. The like bringing out the clouds for the big meteor thing is really fun. I felt like his moves just look phenomenal. So design wise, great. Even if gameplay wise might not be my type of character, absolutely love pretty much everything that they did with Rain. Very, very cool.
Not washed up.
Nope. Some fresh moves to make your opponents salty.
Nice.
Cool, let's move on. We're going to talk about General Shao now, a character that I'm very excited about.
General
as a
Shao,
lover
let's
of
go.
big, bruising characters.
Yep.
He's still big and bruising. He's just a general now.
He's just a general. He is not the emperor.
Right.
He's got a new weapon, new moveset.
A bit of a stance character, but I wouldn't say in the same vein as like a Kenshi.
Right.
But definitely when he has axe in his hand, axe out of his hand. When it's out of his hand, be careful when you're near the axe. That's all I'm going to say. Let's take a look at how he works.
I'm pumped for this.
So, big thing.
He's huge.
Just to show, this is kind of the thesis statement. Just swings for the fences.
He's a
right?
powerhouse.
This is back two. It has advantage. So if you're blocking, don't want to push any buttons probably.
Yeah, I was
Buttons there.
jabbing.
Don't do
My
that
bad.
because you're going to get hit.
Right.
Great move there. This is a really quick, kind of almost get a little distance to it too. Like I can get you from there. Like really nice, kind of can lead in some combos.
Right.
Punishing move I like to use is this right here. Very fast, bounces them up. We can show some more stuff with that later, but obviously you can see there's some pathways with that move.
I also really like how his kick attacks are just either uses axe or he's just huge big boots.
Just like
Yeah,
standing
just-
big boot. And like a lot of
Spartan
people,
kick,
I
that's
enjoy
badass.
the two-player animation strings.
Right.
So we have
Dude, that
physics
axe
overhead.
overhead great.
Doesn't combo anything, but hit the throw button afterwards.
good.
The giant spike.
He also
on
has
the
a
top.
low one as well. I'm sure we'll come back to those later as well.
Right.
So
Now
much
let's talk
impact when it
about
actually hits you.
his
I
special
love
moves.
that.
His special move, the one that kind of encapsulates what he is Power Strike. He will just throw the axe on the ground, and there it is. You have about 7-8 seconds just to do stuff without the axe, right? You can also call it back.
Oh.
Boom.
Okay.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
when
So
it's on the ground,
there is like a teleport recall.
Different strings.
That's good.
That's back one.
Nice.
He also, and I get the axe back after, of course, doing the command grab.
So all of his axe moves get replaced with different normal attacks.
Yes.
And some are faster, some have different reactions.
Right. And some change some of your other special moves. We'll get to that in a second.
Even his throw changes.
Yes, even his throw. So here's his throw.
Oh my.
While we're at it, let's just show the, Mataro as well. And then with the axe, he just bangs in the face with the axe.
Right.
Other specials
Okay,
he
so
has.
it's like the same
So you
damage.
get
It's just
huge-
animation.
That was the meter burn. I got a full screen
That is
projectile.
so slow, but
Now, if
really
you're close, you can.
cool looking.
Sorry about that. You can do some of this.
Pops up. Nice.
Right. He has a buff. This makes your axe powers do more damage. You can
Okay.
also meter EX that to get more time on it as well. Big move in his arsenal that also leads to a lot of crazy good damage is his armored launcher is his knee.
Just kind of represent, kind of makes me think of the MK3 like up shoulder, except now it's a knee.
Right, and you can throw that out a lot of places. Always there, but
Shao
If
is
you-
looking very promising and fun in this game.
EX
Yes.
the knee.
Yes, he is.
You get a free power slam after that.
just a
can do, like,
big.
That.
Okay.
Bulky
And then his
powerhouse
axe
character.
is on the ground
I love
again.
that.
Okay.
So that's how you rotate throughout the character, right? And now it's on the ground, now it's back to me. So then you can start doing really cool stuff like this into power slam,
Oh.
back into that.
Nice.
And that's a pretty nice chunky combo.
And
That's
now you
awesome.
have the axe back.
Right. When the axe is on the ground, other cool things can happen. Power slam. Now, I have a ground pound.
Neat.
Now, here's the interesting thing. When you are on the axe, it is an overhead low,
Okay.
which is kind of tough to block.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
so
can
it's a low
also,
usually,
you know,
but if you're
throw
right
this
underneath, you get to
down.
block overhead, then low immediately.
Do this.
And it's a long
combo.
And that's
after.
like a quick recall.
Right. Yeah, so if you have it down, you also have a move where you can just be near it, and it's very fast slash.
Okay.
So a lot of really cool stuff you can do.
And he's clearly meant to be going in and out during
Yes.
the fight, in the middle of combos, getting it back at the end of combos.
Maybe recalling it if you want to.
Right.
Lots of stuff like that. But if you are, as my opponent, near the axe, there's a lot of stuff you need to think about.
Right. So it's almost like with the axe, you have, kind of really good range, not the quickest moves. Without the axe, you're much quicker, and
Yes.
you can use it, establish the axe on the screen, and they're going to have to respect it, and that's going to kind of open up your
Damn.
grabs, your mix-ups, stuff like that.
And it's super cool. You can also, he also, has some, just pick stuff out of the air and that sort of thing. I mean,
Oh, that's such a cool,
knee
like,
into
reset.
power strike is huge.
Right.
Right. Really important. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I do want to show some stuff with Motaro.
Okay.
So Motaro has a couple things you can use. Now, obviously, I'm a big guy. Projectiles might scare me.
Right.
Well, I can do this. I can pull them out, walk behind it. You don't want to be throwing projectiles at it.
That's so
That will
good.
reflect.
That is
I'm,
out
I'm
for so
walking
long,
down
too.
with that.
I love that, that's a way to call back to his thick reflex
Wanna come up here?
skin from
Right.
MK3.
And now you're kind of you're a little confused. What do you do? Boom, you're
Nice.
He also has this turret he can do. Will shoot 3 shots at you. Has a low one too, if you do that. Now here's something that I've chosen Motaro with General Shao for a reason.
Okay.
Remember this move?
Yes.
Can't do a lot out of it.
Right.
He has this teleport, right?
Okay.
Which maybe you can read a projectile, maybe not. But you can move around the battlefield quicker as
Right.
General Shao. But with this overhead, I can teleport and still
That's a
continue
true
combo.
combo.
It's
That's
a true combo.
fast.
So now you have to worry about this.
That's so fast.
And you have to worry about something like this. Like that's now in play.
Right.
So you can do the full thing too. You can do like
Yeah, that's a true combo.
What a cool example of one of my favorite things about the Cameo system. It
Right.
allows you to break the rules and restrictions
That
of
is
your
so-
roster.
and I
freaking
think that's why I
cool.
love Shao so much. Is
Fishy,
he
come
breaks
here.
the rules also with
Fishy.
the knee into power
here.
slam. He's
Right.
It's a special into a special, which Johnny can do too. Of course, he breaks that rule at times with his meter, with his height meter. But yeah, there's a lot of cool, fun sort of breaking the meta of what Shao is, just so you can do with that.
And
Really
I think
cool.
it's so neat about the Cameo system. You kind of
And
look
yeah,
at your
General
playstyle, look at
Shao
your
is
character,
his
and think,
name.
what are my weaknesses? What are the things I think I'm missing? And you can use your
Fishy, come
Cameo
here.
to turn those weaknesses into
Right.
strengths.
And for me, it's like if I'm so far away from people, just as a zoner, just even having this just to get me out of dodge, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Now I'm close again.
Now
And
you're close.
It's
now you wanna
fast.
be-
It's super fast.
Let's show the. We need to turn up to do.
Yeah,
the,
give yourself 1%.
Let's do that real quick. Show the fatal blow.
It's a real good one.
Drops it from the sky.
Ooh, that's cool.
Oh, he's not horsing around.
Oh, well, bye.
Yo. I love it. It's simple. It's simple and it hurts.
General Shao.
Pretty cool.
That's so
Super
cool.
fun. I've had a really good time playing with them. Just a different style of fighting, different than you're used to for General Shao. So
Right.
it's been a really cool time.
Yeah, and I think it's really neat. We also showed Geras having these big brute characters who you might think is like, oh, they're brain dead brawlers, or whatever. And no, in this game, no, they're not. They're definitely,
Real.
really interesting, nuanced characters. It's really cool.
Or they can just swing as
Shao
hard
looks
as they want.
great.
Or you could just do back to over and over again and do throws.
Right, and that's also
Right.
a fun way to play. So before we go, Derek's not here, and This hurts so bad. You know that, right? It's time for birthday shout-outs, everybody. I don't mind the birthday shout-outs.
This is fun. Okay, so let's watch some
let's take a look.
Baraka versus
Yeah.
General Shao.
Colony. You may have been a soldier.
The General and Baraka. This is no nuance needed.
No, these are two monster brawler guys. They love to fight. They're
Let's
nasty.
take a break after.
So we've got Baraka with Striker
Ooh, that's a great
Leaves the blades
intro.
in the ground. Regrows blades.
Sushi.
Awesome.
and Shao with Motaro. I have no idea why Striker would be working with Baraka, but you don't always have to follow the lore.
Cool reset. Yo, wow, what? He switched sides with
Ooh.
them?
Big whiff.
That
Whiffed
wasn't
that overhead.
intentional.
Power slam.
Yo,
Let's
got
see
that
if Shao
so
keeps him in
late.
the corner. Nope, switches sides.
Now you can, with that move, choose which way you want to go.
Right.
That's an overhead launcher.
Oh,
You
big
probably couldn't
stab,
meter burn that
bob.
for full combo afterward.
Back to flaming neutral.
That big jump stop that Stomp Baraka does is very funny.
Yes.
Flawless block. Okay,
Oh, this is gonna be big.
Notice how he had
Oh, you can see Baraka's fatal blow.
with a pop-up without the
think we've seen it yet.
Without any meter.
Forgot to block the second part of that fatal blow, the low. That's tricky.
Whoa.
Paid for it. All right, let's see.
Let you out.
One way to look at it is at least Baraka no longer has his fatal blow.
Yes, if your fatal blow hits.
Good jump attack.
Fishing
Then
for some throws, got him punished.
Yo, Striker with the combo breaker. And the
Ooh,
actual
breaker.
combo breaker.
Big break. That was going to put the axe on the
fast
ground.
overhead
Lead
launcher.
to some damage.
I love that his breaker is just a big hind kick. It's so
That
exciting to
beast
see
on the
Motaro back. You know, he's a
cool.
character that makes very, very few appearances. Like,
Come
I've always wanted him back. Very exciting.
You
That
saw
is
earlier he hit
so
the back two
cool.
twice, but he will do it again.
Yes.
There's like another
Sometimes you got to
overhead.
do it again. The no mix-up, mix-up.
Oh, so he has a different
Big
overhead without the
overhead.
axe.
Very quick overhead when the axe is in the ground.
Oh,
Yeah, it'll be
yep.
interesting to see.
Striker.
There could be matchups where it's better to
out
not
his
use your
arm.
axe as much, have axeless be the main way you fight if they're a faster character,
Yes.
maybe like a Liu Kang or something.
So Brock had a straight projectile we saw that got taken out.
Another breaker. They take 3 bars in this game, and I think one thing a lot of people forget is your cameo has to be available.
And notice when he breaks right then, right before power strike, his axe is staying to the ground.
Dang. Okay, Baraka actually looks way cooler than he ever has.
It's a close one.
Ever.
Oh, really good punish.
Ooh, he set
Gets
up.
the turn out.
He set up with
Nice.
Motaro. That was badass.
That'll be it. Let's see what he's gonna do.
Fatality? Come on. Come on. Show me.
This looks dangerous for Baraka.
Uh-oh.
Fatality. General.
Well, that didn't go well for Baraka.
Melted.
That's a bummer.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining us.
One thing is certain in the
We'd love to hear
game,
what you
the
think on
counter
Twitter.
picking will
Choose
become
characters
strong
and
because of the
whatnot.
cameos. For
For
example, if you're
myself and
fighting a
Stephanie,
projectile heavy character, you can pick
we
a
will see you
cameo
next
to
time
deal
on the Combat
with
Cast.
the zoning. Yep, I think that's very fair. Wow, they ended that quick. Okay, sick. So, Sindel looked super interesting. Love the cameo interaction stuff. That's very unique. I really want characters to mess around with the mechanics of the game like that. Really appreciate it. Rain's visuals looked just phenomenal. The water effects, right? Especially his like water sphere with just the waves crashing like all around it looks amazing. The whirlpool looks like a cool move. Generally, Rain looks really fun. Shao, I thought, looked exactly like what he's supposed to look like. I wish we could have seen a tiny bit more of him. I know Tyler was doing the breakdown of Shao, which he plays the character, so he knows what he's talking about. But he just went faster than I would have liked. Would have loved to see a little bit more detail. Though we got to see him play against Baraka, and Baraka looks sick too, man. Gosh, the cameos look really good as well. Yeah, no, that was a good comic cast. That was super good. Okay, so I need to take Zushi down and go to the bathroom. I'm gonna do that right now, and then I will come back up and we'll talk about the Tekken 8 reveal as well as Mortal Kombat Chapter 1 of the story and Chapter 1 or the beginning of like Invasion. So give me just a few minutes to take Zushi down, and I'll be right back. and good to go. All right. So next, I say let's check out the story stuff. Let me just find that real quick. No, I'm gonna have to actually search it. All right. But yeah, no, Azure, I agree with what you said about the for 17 minutes of gameplay. Let's do that. There we go. Turn our ad off for just a minute. Okay. So this is the very beginning of the story of Mortal Kombat. If you don't care or if you don't want to get this
My
spoiled.
friends, your patience is about to be rewarded.
Hello, is Baraka
I've
back?
saved
Yes, he
the
is. We
best
just watched
for
gameplay
last.
with Baraka.
I have recently
And he looked
discovered
really
a
good.
cure-all of unrivaled potency.
Really good.
It will soon be on the shelves in every home of Outworld. This elixir is crafted from an ancient recipe. It has Patreon flowers, Margovian nectar, powdered teeth of an Arctican dragon. All this and more, infused with powerful Lycorian magic. There is a village in the next canton over, where everyone has purchased this miracle cure. Overnight, all diseases, even Tarkat, have disappeared. Now,
Tarkat's
magic
looking
this
terrible.
potent is expensive. And I am sure you're asking yourselves, can I afford it? But the true question you must ask is, can I afford to be without it?
You lie, Shang Tsung. Your cures are useless.
Ooh. Old Shang Tsung, but we saw him as young in the
You
trailer.
are.
Someone fool enough to have believed you. My daughter was dying when you came to my farm. You promised a miracle, and I gave you all I had. But only days later, she was dead.
That is impossible. My magic could not have failed her.
There was no magic! I took your elixir to an Imperial mage, and you know what she said?
Snake
It's
oil.
nothing! Just Borjang tea!
The mage is mistaken, kind sir. My elixirs are of superior quality. Their efficacy is guaranteed.
So Shang has a much fuller beard than he's ever had. He always has a very, very thin mustache and beard. Now it's actually like fully formed. Interesting. I don't want spoilers. I'll return when it's over. Sounds good. Can you make a video of Shao Kahn X-Ray? I mean, if you watched this video just earlier, hey, if you watched this video just earlier, you get to see General Shao's super move. Oh, I like that. Oh, very cool.
It is an excellent ruse, your disguise. Backwater folk are far more likely to trust a kindly old man.
Here on behalf of a dissatisfied customer. If it's revenge you want, have at it. If it's restitution, there's nothing left.
What I want, Shang Tsung, is to elevate you
to make you the great sorcerer that now you can only pretend to be.
A generous offer. Why me?
This is the Ultimate Edition?
Are uniquely resilient.
No, this is
Who else
this is
could
a
eke out
reaction
living
to the
traveling
story mode.
Outworld's hinterlands, selling quack cures and fake magic.
A living. It is barely survival.
And you were meant for more. To live among kings, not peasants. But since before you were born, you have been conspired against by those who fear how formidable you could become.
I like that.
How do you know this? Who are you?
I am your deliverer, Shang Tsung. Join me, and I will put the realms at your feet.
Okay, cool. Well, is Melina back? Yep. Yep. Yeah. The full roster is on Mortal Kombat's website, but yes, Melina, Katana, Sindel, General Shao. He's not Shao Kahn anymore. He's General Shao.
This is a good harvest, Kung Lao.
Shang Tsung, Kung Lao,
Yes.
Raiden, Liu
It is a
Kang,
blessing, Raiden.
Sub-Zero, Smoke,
You would rather we starve?
No,
Scorpion,
no, of
Lizard,
course not.
Lizard.
But we've
Reptile,
worked these
Smoke,
fields since we were kids.
Rain.
In 40 years, we'll still be here. Stooped and feeble like Old Man Wei.
As long as I've known you,
That's good.
you've dreamed of leaving things young. Why can't you be happy here?
Our ancestors fought in great wars. They died with honor and glory. Stories of our great adventures will be passed down for generations.
It may not be glorious, but what we do helps the village thrive.
I know.
So young.
But is it so wrong to want some excitement?
If that's what you want, may I suggest a bet? Dinner at Madame Beau's tonight. Last to fill their cart pays.
You work faster than me? Ha! Since when? You're on, Raiden.
Raiden, Kung Lao, right? Obviously they're on screen right now. Different versions of Raiden, different versions. I would love to see Kentaro. Has Kentaro been confirmed as an assist character yet? I don't know. Botaro was confirmed as a cameo. I'm not sure if Kentaro is an assist just yet. So those of you joining us, yeah, this is Mortal Kombat 1, the first 17 minutes of gameplay.
That is amazing.
I am starving. I wonder what Madame Beau is making tonight.
For you two, whatever you want.
Thank you, Madame Beau. You spoil us.
Like the sons I never had.
This is nice. This is very nice.
Have you two been practicing my lessons?
As we can. The harvest leaves us little time for martial
Yo,
arts.
she's
Since your
the
first words,
martial
Kung Lao,
arts
you've mouthed
master.
nothing but excuses. If you fail to prepare,
Your preparations will fail you.
good. You haven't forgotten. But we'll see if I make you anything special tonight.
I'm glad you're paying. Madame Beau might just pad the bill with her anger.
I am paying? You finished work last.
But I delivered my cart first.
Delivered? Huh. The bet was filled.
That's not what I remember.
So that's how it is, eh? What do you say
That
we
is the
settle this
bet.
man
He
to
was the one who
man?
baited too.
Wait, you mean fight?
Yes. Right here, right now. Madame Beau can watch, critique our form.
Best 2 out of 3?
Oh, that's Liu Kang.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
shoot.
We must be careful. Madame Beau will kick us out if we break something.
Oh, this won't last long enough for that to happen. You will be down in no time.
Yo. Okay, already they're doing a great job establishing the personality as well as establishing that, hey, this is a brand new universe, brand new world. Everything is different, right? You're not going to see a ton of magic powers just yet.
So hopeless.
At least not from Kung Lao and Raiden. Yeah, Raiden doesn't do his lightning attack at the end of his back throw. He doesn't have lightning yet. This is super interesting.
Must we go another round? We both know how
That's
this
cool.
ends.
Super cool. This is how that guy with the hat met Sub-Zero. Yes. Yep. Yeah, I think. So I've. Oh, is that a command grab ender? Or a hit grab, I guess? So I'm super curious if Ray doesn't have lightning, what the hell he does have. Cosmetics, yep, that's important again.
You haven't beaten me yet.
The day's coming, Kung Lao.
Keep telling yourself that.
Their friendship, their dynamic is solid.
You were hungry.
Oh.
Everything was delicious, Madame Bo.
Thank you, Raiden. You boys are always a pleasure to cook for.
Ooh, sick.
Madame Bo, the Lin Kuei await your answer.
The Lin Kuei Goons, the Foot Clan from TMNT.
I have been busy, Smoke.
The Lin Kuei? Who are they?
Don't know, but I don't like where this is going.
What do we do?
Stay ready.
Madame Bo, it is a simple choice. Pay for our protection, or risk harm to this fine establishment.
You'll get nothing from me.
That, Madame Bo, is unfortunate.
This is super Foot Clan. Yo! Oh.
Madame Bo!
They could have hopped in there 4 hits earlier. What? I know she's a martial arts master, but damn.
You two are brave, but against us, you are in over your head.
We don't care who you are or who you are with. You will not menace Madame Bo.
Okay, the transitions into the fighting. It just. Ooh. Okay, so Smoke is still using his magic stuff. And you have Raiden as an assist in the background. I don't think the guys playing has used him yet. There we go. Yo, that's a full combo start.
You picked the wrong person to extort, ruffian.
That was like that. That was like for Grandma. We used the fraud in Mortal Kombat X. Yeah, that we used to throw. Right. For the stage interaction. What do they call her? Gretchen or something? And she could do a brutality if you throw her, you know, in the round or crap out of the dude. And then she'll like get up and walk away slowly and feebly.
Now who's in over his head?
Yeah, this is Ninja Turtles as hell.
Honestly, I'm surprised too.
Come on, let's help Madame Bo.
Why? So based on who Raiden is right now, why would Liu Kang feed Raiden to General Shao? He seems very like naive, plucky, not strong. We'll see about like the growth.
How does he do that?
I have no idea.
You interfere with Lin Kuei business. Leave or face our wrath.
Abandon Madame Bo. Not happening.
I think she's dead. she got thrown through a table from the top rope.
Want more? I have plenty.
You should have fled when you could. Prepare to regret ever crossing the Lin Kuei.
Fight.
Oh, the shield. The Sub-Zero Assist gives him some type of shield. I wonder if it is a damage reduction or if it's like against projectiles. I don't know. Do not know. Sub-Zero jump scare, yeah. So I have seen a good amount of this. Like I saw, yeah. Let's just go to when he wins the fight. We're gonna be playing this in less than like. Finally see some more Scorpion stuff though. It's been a long time.
It is you who will regret crossing me.
That's sick. He cuts open his bottle. That guy's having the time of his life. That's so funny.
Incompetent.
Oh, that works.
I have had enough of you.
Then go before I put you down like the rest of your Lin Kuei.
You haven't a prayer against the Lin
That
Kuei's Grandmaster.
that thing he threw is what Kung Jin used in MKX for his one of his variations. It was just the Shaolin variation or something. Because he uses the bow, but he also has that thing to throw as well.
Are you sure you're a Grandmaster?
Okay. Cool. So, that's awesome. Let's quickly look at MK Invasions. So what I like about the story already, it's funny. It has a personality. It is actually trying to change things significantly, but make it not a ton of exposition in the beginning. You know what I mean? They are... here we go, invasion mode. They're doing a pretty good job of trying to make you, like, be welcomed into the world without, you know, any prior knowledge, I feel like. But if you're like me, who has prior knowledge, you get super excited by seeing these characters do different things. So, we're going to watch just a little bit of this. So this is the invasions mode. You get to choose a character, and you get to go across these different fights. They have little stories, apparently. Defeat the top warrior to get the key. To get the key to go into the match. Now, it's not technically Baraka. It's the cannibal warrior, but he looks exactly like Baraka. And has the same moveset as Baraka, but it's just like a weaker version, essentially. You can see Johnny Cage's life is at 1150. I think that's because of invasion mode. There are different, like, stats and stuff.
Bring it.
Bring it.
Johnny Cage wins.
So this is just... Oh, you got the front door to the... And yeah, 250 coins. Okay. So apparently this is where, according to Ed Boon, the majority of the cosmetics and the rewards can be found.
Sweet! You found the key. But you're also gonna need the pin for the security system.
Keep it secret, keep it safe.
ABACABB. Right? Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
That's awesome. That's Lord of the Rings. Oh, that Johnny Cage is nothing but movie references. He pretends to be the suave, big
This
Hollywood
place is
actor, but he's also just
supersized,
a nerd.
and I'd hate for you to get lost. It's just like a stoplight. Green means go.
Huh.
Of course, Casa del Cage sports the ultimate home theater. Stick around and feast your eyes on the greatest
actually
movies ever made.
pretty fun.
Cage Match, Ninja Mime, and my all-time favorite, Timequake.
Okay, this is fun. The Final Wish 2 in deluxe color in Prime. I'd love to have a movie theater in my home.
Fight.
This is Garrus. I thought Garrus looked a little bit thin, you know, in our previous interactions with him. He looks huge compared to John Cage. So I like that. Oh, yeah. Good combo. Oh no, let him fully charge him. So it is just one fight, is what it looks like.
Yeah! Bring it!
Johnny Cage wins.
Okay, cool. I won't watch too much more Invasion. Just a tiny bit more, and then we'll talk about it.
Awe and
But yeah, just a bunch of single-player fights. Lets you do something when there's maintenance on the servers.
I've got cameras pretty much everywhere. Gotta know what I look like at all angles, at all times.
Allows you to
And I'm here to tell you,
grab some gear, engage the
damn,
game in a different way.
I look
so
good.
I like that.
To a new reality.
A hatchling? Okay, I want to see quote-unquote reptiles fight if he goes and fights reptile first.
Fight.
Yo. Oh, reptile looks so good. The spikes on a shoulder pad. Cool throw, I like it.
I can do this.
Allows teleport did not do him any favors there. Ooh, they did him a favor there though. Okay, cool. So pretty cool, pretty simple. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty simple invasion mode, but I liked it. I liked it a lot. That's something I'm looking forward to engaging with once the game actually does come out. So, with that in mind, that was pretty much all the Mortal Kombat stuff. I thought that the characters looked great, especially in the combat cast and action. I really, really appreciated the details that went into so many of their their animations and stuff. That all looked awesome. I really appreciated how unique Sindel looks, how cool Rain looks. I really was excited about also obviously the way that Shao plays. I think is probably the one that I'm most interested out of those three to play. Big Bruiser has setups with the axe. You have to think when you're using him. I love that. I love that combination of giant, strong guy who also has a brain. I really appreciate that. So yeah, that was great. Good Mortal Kombat stuff. I'm excited for the game. It's less than 3 weeks away. Comes out the same day as Lies of P. So I'm likely going to be streaming Mortal Kombat, Lies of P kind of in tandem. Might be going back and forth between the two of them. I probably will stream the Mortal Kombat 1 story mode before anything else because it's a fighting game story mode that's actually good, that's actually cared about, and they by far have the best story modes in any fighting game. The beginning of the story mode looked great. Honestly, I love the dynamics between Raiden and Kung Lao. They obviously don't have many magic powers yet. There's no hat shenanigans for Kung Lao. There's no lightning powers or thunder powers, however you want to look at it, for Raiden. And so I'm excited to see how those they end up getting him It might be similar to the Mortal Kombat movie, which I had mixed feelings on. So we'll see. If it is like the Mortal Kombat movie, I guess that'll be okay. But I would like something else. You know, like I don't know. Magic exists in the world, it looks like, so that's okay. We'll see what happens. Anyway, Mortal Kombat 1, very excited. Gameplay looks great. Now let's talk about Tekken 8. This is a trailer that I've seen a couple times. Let's watch it together.
Going somewhere?
Yes! So, the first time we've got it officially confirmed. 32 starting roster. That's those are just all the characters that they had revealed so far. But we're going to be getting a bunch of new characters shown very, very quickly.
Heihachi Mishima is dead.
So I think Dragunov is that guy's name.
Let's go. Willst du im Sparring gegen
Leo
mich antreten?
Outcold. Yoshi, yep. Yoshi's guaranteed to be in here. Looks good. Also, this is single player. That's very strange. This is single player. I don't know why, or unless it was like labeled wrong. Why would you have all these other like just CPUs? That's just odd. Customization looks cool.
What's done is done.
Forgive me.
Dude, Raiden's so good. Raiden. Kuma, that's another character. Kuma. So, 32 fighters, meaning we have like 6 to 8 more to reveal. Look at that. People talked about this already, but I'm going to talk about it right now. January 26th, 2024. So, people were saying before this current Evo that next Evo will likely be the first time we get to play Tekken 8 like in a tournament. They were right, but I thought that Tekken 8 was going to come out summer of next year. I thought earliest would be like April. I thought April or May was a realistic expectation. No, bro, we're getting Tekken in freaking January. Literally freaking January. That is insane to me. This is going to be the craziest fighting game time of all time. The release of Street Fighter 6 was one of the biggest releases ever. Mortal Kombat 1 as well. Already, by this point, we're going to have 2 DLC characters for Street Fighter 6. I bet you by the time a year after Street Fighter's release comes out, we'll have all of Season 1 characters for Street Fighter. We'll probably have at least 2 DLC characters for Tekken by that time, too. Releasing in January, I imagine they'd have a Season Pass, and that we'll have a DLC out by maybe March and then maybe July. Might be my guess, because there's so many Tekken characters that I'm sure they're going to fill the roster up like crazy. Bringing back the Xbox 360 avatars. Yes, they are. And it's weird. Weird choice. I don't think it's like necessarily bad. I think in many ways it's sort of harmless. You know, especially it's a single player mode, which is the weirdest thing to me. That just seems odd. That just seems odd. But, you know, that's okay. I think oh yeah, we have Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising coming out pretty soon as well.
But in the spirit.
Sorry, I'm watching my own videos. Hold up. Okay, so I think that was everything we wanted to react to. I'm pretty sure, because that was all the most recent fighting game news stuff. Let's go ahead and do this. Where the heck am I on the screen? Okay. So, yeah, so my thoughts. I think that Mortal Kombat 1, I'm still not fully ready for it to come out in like 3 weeks. I was expecting to be anticipating it a lot more, and by that I mean I expected it to come out way later. That it'd get announced and it would be months and months and months away, not like a full year away. But it was announced, and it's coming out in freaking September. So we played the pre-order beta. We had a good time with it. Got to mess around with the cameos for much better time than our first beta experience. I think that it is a very fun game. I hope that some of the issues get ironed out. I have confidence that they will. Zoning, it seems strong, but just like Azure said in the comments, not only do you have counterpicking for your characters, you have counterpicking for your cameos, and which I think is amazing. That allows you to have a little bit more character loyalty to your character, and yet switch your cameos out based on the specific situation that you want those cameos to help you in. If it's just combo extensions, if it's keeping your block strings safe, your launching block strings safe, but then you can throw out a tag to cover you. If it's teleporting, right? If it's getting around different projectiles. If it is, as we saw with like Sindel, you can use a cameo that has very fast recharge time and make it even faster if you're using Sindel's special power. And there's probably going to be some other nasty stuff in there. It looks like Shujinko actually steals the cameo of your opponent. So probably one of his attacks, or maybe two of his attacks, is the cameo of your opponent, which I think is really unique, really interesting. I'm curious to see what the advantages of using that might be. Or no, actually, it's not the assist of your opponent. It's the actual gameplay of your opponent. So that's even cooler. Characters look great. Models and the designs look amazing. They've perfected this art style when it comes to realistic, 3D looking characters. So I'm really happy about that. And yeah, I think that Mortal Kombat is looking to be a fantastic game, though it does worry me with how fast it was announced and then released. I'm a little bit concerned about that. We'll see as far as the microtransactions and the cryptocurrency and stuff like that. We'll see if any of that is a major issue. They have tried to learn. Like on launch, they've been pretty bad, but then they've learned and adjusted things afterwards. I would imagine something similar is going to happen. They're going to have one thing where currency, it's just too much to get every cosmetic or whatever. It's difficult. I will say this. It is difficult. I appreciate the grind of unlocking gear and unlocking pieces of equipment to make your character look badass. Some people would rather pay like $20 and have it all immediately. I understand that, but also the fact that you can get everything in the game for free, I think is cool. But also that it feels like there's always something new to get, I think is also cool. You should be prioritizing which characters you care about to get their coolest stuff. And you may not get every single cosmetic, every single skin, for Sub-Zero or whatever, but you can get a lot of it. And if you really, really grind, you can eventually get everything. And so I'm okay with that. I'm definitely fine with that being the case. Yeah, I don't think I have any issues with that, as a rule. I think I'm okay with that idea. But yeah, Invasion seems fun, seems unique. The story mode's gonna be very exciting, and then actually playing it online with people, it's gonna be very fun as well. Hopefully, a couple of the input delay things get ironed out. That'd be one of my only major issues, gameplay-wise. Hopefully, they don't go crazy with microtransactions. Yeah, no, I hope they don't, Azure. Hope that they keep it pretty kosher. And then besides that, yeah, MK1 looks good. Tekken 8, I had a blast playing it, just mashing buttons mostly during the beta, as well as the demos they had at Evo. That was super fun. Very, very excited for that game. I've never tried to really play a Tekken game before in any type of competitive way. So I know it's going to be a big learning process, but also it's going to be very, very fun as well. And so I think that it's just going to be nothing but a blast. So super excited for that. Okay, yeah, so that's going to do it for me for right now. I may jump up and stream later today, but I wanted to do this one specifically as a reaction stream to some of the crazy fighting game news that has happened here recently. Even more Mortal Kombat stuff was revealed before this stuff. That's been out for a little while, so I didn't want to dive too much deeper into any of that. That's going to be it for me right now, though. Thank you guys so much for joining. Let's read the last comment here from Azure. Let's see. Tekken 7 was the biggest culprit for this. If you were to get everything, it would run you around 200, I think, which is stupid. Yeah, that is unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. I like gear. I like customization. It's not necessary. It's not required for gameplay. And so that being hidden behind paying is a little bit more forgivable than like characters. But you still got to pay for characters. So I don't know. But yeah, man, I think that making things just more accessible for people is better. You know, make me work for it a little bit, but don't have me, you know, burn my wallet in order to get to it. That's my thought on it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for right now. I'm in progress on my own, do my Final Fantasy mode run of Final Fantasy 16. I just beat Bahamut, so I'm making pretty good progress. I'll have that game platinum here shortly. I think what I may do is I may just stream the final Chronolith challenges on the hardest difficulty because that's fun. So that might be the only thing I like full on stream. I beat all the trials for regular mode. I think I got S for all of them. Maybe not Phoenix. I have to check if I got it on Phoenix. But yeah, look forward to Liza P and Mortal Kombat coming out in about a month. I'll be streaming both of those, so that's gonna be a very busy time stream-wise. Until then, I may do some more Street Fighter. But that is going to be it for me right now. Thank you guys so much for joining. It's been a great time as always, and I'll see you next time.